What's up, y'all, man? Doing a weekly recap. Took 4 trades total this week. One break even, one L, two dubs. So let's get straight into it, man. And I feel like that one trade I did get break even on, it was 100%. Like I feel like I got robbed of that win. Like I got robbed of it so bad. Let's go to it. So here it is. Monday's trade. I already had all this stuff marked up from before, so I'm just gonna explain everything. Coming here on the 1 hour. I like this low here. I wanted to see a sweep and a push higher, but it's not 9:30 yet. And as you can see, we definitely got it, the SMT and everything. So with market open about to happen, it fails. I did not mean to do that. So when market open happens, it fails. Comes lower into this 5 minute gap. This is the only level now I'm interested. I need to see this low here. Swept. Why? We tapped into it. One rejection is not enough. I have to see manipulation. So price pulls back. Boom. We get a SMT. And I'm just waiting for the inverse of this small 1 minute fair value gap. Once we get that inverse, I'm looking for longs. Right? Got the inversion. I placed a trade. Trade was going well. I went break even. Once we close above this high right here, I'm like, okay, we surely hit TP1, right? Boom. Break even. I'm looking at a possible re-entry at the CISD here. I just decided not to take it though because the momentum was so strong. But sure enough, it definitely played out. Right to New York highs and an unfilled 1 hour gap. Very, very, very unfortunate. So yeah, that's how dirty I got did. On Monday, next shot I took was Monday. I ain't gonna say Monday. Tuesday Asian session. Right. I'm gonna go ahead and skip to it. How far did I go? Jeez. Okay. This is perfect. This is exactly where I need to be at. Cool. Now I'm looking at this. I'm saying we're bullish, but we're right out of a 15-minute gap to go lower, and we have Asia low right here. I'm sitting here like this is gonna be very, very interesting. So I dropped to the 5 minute, and I was just straight up being a dodo brain, bro. Basically, I saw this 5 minute gap. I'm like, I'm ignoring this massive 15 minute and this stacked 5 minute inside of it. I'm just straight up ignoring. I'm like, nah, we surely go right through that, right? Why? I like the area we're in, getting it set up right inside of OTE. Price came in, gave a nice weak rejection here. Came around a 1 minute and went to the 2 minute fair value gaps, 4 minute fair value gaps, 5 minute. So I'm just waiting for a 5 minute inversion of this gap here. Sure enough, we get it. And it was very high. So I'm like, okay, I might wait for a pullback right here, right into the 5 minute, right? Just wait for a pullback, take my entry, and target this unfilled 5 minute gap. All right, I'm gonna target it. I'm gonna partial there, and I'm gonna continue to go for the full high. Sure enough, I got filled. Price starts to go up. We barely tapped it, wasn't even looking. We started coming back down. And I think I was trailing stops too. I think I had stops like right here. I was trailing stops. Then I was like, nah, I want to see this go higher. What I said to myself was this 1 minute is going to hold. Price is going to sweep it and continue higher. So I moved my trailing stops like right here below this fair value gap. And then price, sure enough, did not hold. Hit my trailing stop, only had like $100 profit. I was like, okay, I'm going to count this as a win today. Because, you know what I'm saying? To me, it still counts. Now, Wednesday was one of my winning days here. Let's go and get straight into it. It was pretty much some clean price action during Asia. So let's go. What I'm looking at here, I'm looking at price. I'm like, okay, we look bullish. Right now, I'm pretty bullish. I don't want to see a shorts until we run this high here. Right. Coming to the 15 minute. I'm also seeing this 15 minute fair value gap hold. And I believe we did tap there. I'll mark this out. I'm like, okay, let's see what price can give us. So price is moving. Boom. Tap it, we blow straight through it. I'm like, okay. We good though, right? We good. All in all, we chilling. So let me make sure this is the right day. I don't want to be doing the wrong thing. Let me make sure this is the 11th. This is Tuesday. I don't think I took a trade Tuesday. Let me go to my calendar, y'all. Let me make sure. Monday Asia was considered Tuesday. Okay, I don't have a trade Tuesday Asia. It was Wednesday Asia. Let me go right to it, y'all. My bad. Okay, Wednesday Asia. Here it is. What I'm looking at here, I'm looking to be bullish. Right? Boom. Swept out a high. We swept it, and Asia highs here as well. I'm like, okay, maybe we hold this 15-minute gap on top of this 5-minute reaction. Beautiful to me, wanted to go higher, right? Unfilled 5-minute here. Not worried about it. I have a lot of conviction. Come here. I'm watching price. We don't have any inverses, but I know how to trade, bro. So you feel me? I don't need inverse. CISD entry. Wait for this pullback. I'm in this trade. I'm targeting this high. Unfilled 5-minute. Let's watch how it plays. I got filled in the trade. We instantly go in profit. Everything looked beautiful. Everything. Come back a little bit. Come back a little bit. Still waiting. Still waiting. Boom. We run it again. Where are we running at? Boom. We ran it right here. I went break even. Right there, right? Because I'm saying to myself, hold on. I'm trailing stops a little bit for like a little smooth. What is it, like $100? I think I was trailing stops like a little small $100 win. Why would I trail stop so early and price didn't do anything? Because we're reacting out of this 5-minute BPR right here. Reacted out of it, rejected, and came back and swept it. This is a Timmy short. And on top of that, we swept session highs and versus massive 5 minutes to continue higher. This gives me a whole lot of reasons not to want to trust this long no more. So I ended up getting taken out the trade and I went for the short. Right. And we had so much momentum going down. I was like, okay, if we start just randomly dumping, I will just aggressively enter right here with stops like that and just target as well, right? And that's exactly what happened. Price started aggressively dumping. I got in my trade and boom, TP was smacked. And that was literally all I had for Wednesday. A nice little $330 win. So now my balance is like $500 on the funded account, the new 25K I got. And then I took the dumbest thing possible, right? I took the dumbest trade possible. I took a trade during London session. I want to say it was like around 2 a.m. Yeah, it was definitely around here. Price is pretty. Here it is. Boom. We swept. We held this 5-minute gap and we tapped into another 5-minute gap here. I'm like, hold on. Because if you look at the 4-hour, we're holding something right here. We have a massive wick. Price comes back, wicks. Price comes back, wicks. I'm like, hold on. We closed strong, but what the 1-hour look like? We inverse the gap on the 1-hour and we pull back into it. What the 15-minute look like? A whole gap just got tapped into. Inverse this one as well. I have every reason to believe this session was going to give me a clean win. I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? This can be nice. Boom. I placed the trade, bro. I just want a nice little win. Bop. Straight to stop loss, bro. What happens after that? Boom. We just run the high. Like we literally just take off from here. We literally took off overnight, bro. Like we did not pull back at all. Like it was literally crazy. I was like, wow. And here I am at the bottom of the thing. Could have caught that, right? But luckily, I decided on this trade. I was going to only risk half initially, and I was going to add once it started winning. Luckily, it didn't start winning where I would have added. So I just got stopped for half what I was actually risking for only like 100 $70 loss. And I usually risk 250 per trade. So that was that. That was pretty smooth. It was pretty simple. And that's how my week went. I didn't trade Friday morning. And if I would have, this is exactly how it would have went. I'm going to show you exactly how my Friday morning would have went. Coming to 9:30. I would have been watching price here. Why did it not go to 9:30, bro? There we go. Coming into market here. Checking the higher time frame. We did just sweep these highs. You know what I'm saying? Showing some rejection to come lower. But I do like this 1 hour gap here. And this 1 hour gap here. Hopefully one of those two hold if we continue lower. And we have all these wicks here. I'm not interested in any of this so far. I'm interested in this 15-minute right here. I'm interested in that. Check the 5-minute. Nothing. Still interested in this area. So what's going to happen? Market opens. We dump. Sweep that exactly. Right? And I went too far. Sweep that exactly. And now I'm literally just checking on the 1 minute. What do we see on the 1 minute here? Go back another one. I usually like to take the highest time frame inversion in the leg, which here would have been a 5-minute. But I 100% would have took this. Why? Because we would have had this inversion, and the next 1 minute gap wasn't until way up here. That's a perfect break-even point. So I would have took this trade here. 1-on-1 is basically break even, and I would have ran it right up to this high. Nice 1 to 3 yard trade. And this is exactly how I would have played. This is what if I traded Friday, and I regret so much trading that London session trade because this was much more reasonable. Like he had the SMT at the lows as well, man. It was perfect. I'm so mad that I traded gold in London instead of just waiting for the morning or Asia like I always do, right? I also missed the Asia session trade for gold. I was low key a little salty about that, but it is what it is. I definitely missed that setup. Came onto the markets and knew exactly what I wanted to see and missed it. How did I miss it? Well, let's go over it. I came into the market, everything was aligned perfectly, right? 4 hour fair value gap right at the top. 1 hour fair value, no fair value gaps on the wire, my fault. 15-minute fair value gap right above. Another 15-minute fair value gap holding on top of that. So we just have all this stacked stuff right on top of each other. I want to see this high get taken out. What happened? Micro Gold did not take it out. But you know it did take it out? The Forex version of gold. Come here. We definitely ran this 15-minute. We tapped in, got real close. I think we did tap into that gap. But we definitely ran this 15-minute high. I'm like, wow. Just straight up wow, right? So going back to regular gold, you could have used that as like an SMT. So now I'm like, all right. I'm sitting there waiting for this high to be swept, bro. I'm literally just waiting. Whole time, this was the play, bro. What is it? 2 minute? Yeah. Whole time, this 2 minute trade was the play. All the way down to these lows. And I'm sitting there for a while until people I'm in Discord with tell me, hey, did I catch the shorts? I'm like, what shorts? We didn't sweep the high. They was like XAUUSD swept it. I looked at it. I was like, wow. I had nothing to say, bro, honestly. But it was fine. It's fine. So, guess what? We are going to come into next week fully prepared, and we're going to get this account passive buffer and possibly get it paid out next week. I got robbed on 2 trades, bro. I got robbed on this trade and Monday. Now, and I shouldn't even have taken that London session trade on Friday, so I'm not mad about it, bro. Clean L, gotta respect the charges to the game. But that's all I got for this week, man. Next week we gonna come in strong, bro. We gonna hold these trades, bro. We gonna win. You feel me? So next week we coming in strong, man. If you tune in for the trade recap, subscribe so you can be ready for the next one. And y'all have a nice day, man.